Conceive, believe, achieve.
This is former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Michael Bisping.
Paddy the Baddy here. You're listening to Combat Sports UK.
And you're watching Combat Sports UK.
Hello, I'm Scott Bogie from Combat Sports UK, here with Rafael Aronov, ahead of his fight against Sean Clancy Jr. in the reserve fight of the Prize Fighter Tournament. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank you, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing good. Now, we're speaking after your last fight. You've been calling it. You've been wanting to be in that Prize Fighter Tournament. You weren't in it to start off with. However, somehow you've made your way back on it. How does that feel?
It feels great. You know, I just knew I was supposed to be there, so I've stayed ready. I've stayed in my weight, in my usual fighting camp weight. Keep training hard, keep preparing. Even took a grappling match here in Israel to get me motivated. And I just had a feeling, that somebody is gonna pull out, and it just became a reality. So it's really great, and I always knew I belonged there, and now I really do.
Yeah, 'cause I did see that for the ADCC Super Beach grappling fights. Now, is that still going ahead?
No, it happened today, and of course, as soon as I knew I'm part of the prize fighter, I let the organizers know that I'm off, and I found the replacement, and it happened today, and I'm happy I haven't take place.
And
No, all good. I was about to say that I'm looking forward to fighting in a cage much more than just participating in a grappling match.
And how were you looking at these opponents, but already before you knew about this fight, just because you had a funny feeling you were going to be on it?
Actually, I didn't check. I was actually kind of pissed off. They brought a lot of people who, you can argue are talented or not talented from outside the Cage Warrior roster. And only Omil, basically, and Sean are Cage Warriors fighters. So now I'm in, and I'm happy with that. I didn't check the other guys. Of course, Omil I'm familiar with, and Sean, I've called him before, so I saw his fights, but I didn't watch any other guys. And I'm happy that I got Sean. I just love the animosity I'm gonna have there. I know what to expect, and I know it's gonna be a great crowd. They're gonna boo me as always, and I'm gonna make them angry as always, and I'm gonna make them quiet. And I'm just looking for. I've never been in Scotland before, and I know I've heard Glasgow is beautiful, so I'm looking forward to that experience as well.
And obviously, like you're saying, you're going to get booed. Now, obviously, in your last fight, you were against Jamie Richardson, and you did have that experience in London. Do you feel like that's kind of prepared you for this Glasgow crowd?
I can say even in my mind, it's going to be a crowd that is more aggressive than the London card, that what I've heard. And I'm just looking forward to it. As I said, exactly after my win, as Cage Warriors uploaded, I appreciate the hate. I appreciate the love. Whatever they bring, I appreciate it because, eventually they'll be watching and I'll be fighting. And when I fight, it's exciting. So I know Sean is a hell of an opponent. I respect him. He's a talented kid, and I'm looking forward for his fight very much. I'm looking to test him. I'm looking to hopefully fight twice in one night. I don't want to wish anybody a bad thing, but I hope somebody is not capable of competing for the next fight, and I'm gonna fit in.
Exactly. And like you were saying, most of the contestants they did bring over were not with Cage Warriors. Do you feel like that was what they're kind of lacking, was promoting that inner talent that they already have within the Cage Warriors promotion?
Yeah, I don't know why. I think we have a pretty stacked division, as all the welterweight divisions all over the world are pretty stacked because it's just a huge division. So I don't know why they choose to do it like that, but it is what it is. And what should have happened eventually happened. So
Yeah.
I've got my shot, and I'm happy with it. Now we are three Cage Warrior guys and three outsiders, and we'll be welcoming them with open hands, and may the best men win.
And obviously, with this whole event, you have got O'Meal in there, who you have already fought against. Is that who you're hoping you face in that final to be able to get that redemption?
Of course I do, Now, if we're gonna face each other, of course I hope he wins. I'm pretty sure in my eyes he's the favorite to win the tournament. And I'm looking forward to if it'll be so. Yeah, I'd love to see him in the final, just to get it back. Now I'm gonna know that he's gonna wrestle, and the outcome will be different. So I know what to expect now, and he's still a very tough opponent and a very talented opponent, and I'm looking forward to hit this fight if it happens. We'll see.
And if you do win this prize fighter tournament, will we see you in the Manchester Unplugged card, watching the champion either defend his belt or for a new champion to be crowned?
I'm looking forward to this fight very much. I've got excited when they announced this fight because I was watching live when the current champion was crowned, and I've watched the Greek guy lose in his tough fight, and also I've watched him live gain his belt here in Cage Warriors, and in both cases, I'm just following every welterweight contender in this division. I'm looking forward to fight each and one of them, and I'm looking to test myself against each and one of them. And of course, if I get the opportunity to win the prize fighter tournament, and I do win it, of course I'll be watching live. I don't know if I'll be in attendance because it's not that close to the event that we are taking part of. It's like 3 weeks after the event or two
Yeah,
weeks. So I'm not sure
it's
if
2 weeks.
I'll stay here. Yeah, 2 weeks. So I'm not sure if I'll stay in England, but I'm sure we're gonna be watching back home, and you know, it's obvious that the guy that win the prize fighter, and we saw it now because Shirzad got
Yeah.
the title shot against Liam. So it's obvious that the guy that wins the tournament gets his title shot, and I think it's the correct call. It's just crazy to win two fights in the same night. It's like Pride Days. So for me, it's obvious that the guy that wins the prize fighter tournament gets also a title shot, and I'm looking forward to it.
And what means more to you? Is it that 50,000 you get for winning the tournament, or is it that title shot?
Now the 50,000 K, it's a nice bonus. But for me, just the bonus. Winning a title shot in Cage Warriors is my goal, and I know exactly what winning a title in Cage Warriors means. It means getting a bigger opportunity like the champion got in Tough, or even directly in Dana White Contender Series or in the UFC. And that means much more than money to me. And of course, the money is the cherry on top, the cake, but
Yeah.
I don't do it for the money. So winning this tournament, I do it just because I know it means to get a title shot, and I know that the guy that wins the tournament, he puts his name on the table. So that's
Yeah.
what I do it.
Because also there has been quite a few fighters who have made that transition from Cage Warriors to the UFC lately. You have Jordan Vucenic, who you are on the London card with, and then
Yeah.
obviously with the Cage Warriors to the Contender Series, you have Kavaha, who won his contract week one.
Oh,
You have Maziel, who was on that London card with you as well. His one's been delayed. he had visa issues, so his fight has been called off, and he should be fighting later on. And then you have Will Curry, and then you have the last one was Luke Riley. He also had visa issues,
yeah.
so he's
Fletcher as well.
yeah, Fletcher as well. He's fighting in the UFC on the same night as you're fighting.
Yeah.
Do you see, is that what drew you into the Cage Warriors thing? Was that feeder to the UFC?
Definitely. There is guys that do it for the family, for the money, excuse me. But for me, I'm working as a cop, so I've got that covered, and I do it because I just want to get to the UFC. That's my goal. And once I get there, of course, I just another story. But for me, it always been the goal, and I never looked towards other organizations because I know um, participating or collaborating with them means you're getting uh, away from the UFC. So for me, Cage Warriors was a pretty easy choice, and I never had a doubt. And I'm gonna finish my contract soon because I fight frequently, and I'm gonna fight again after I fight this short notice prize fighter tournament. I'm gonna fight at least one more time by the end of the year, and I'm gonna finish my contract this year, hopefully, and then re-sign my contract, and just keep winning and just wait for the phone call.
And how many fights do you have left on your contract?
So it'll be my third fight, and then I got left two fights. So hopefully I can get them by the end of the year or the beginning of 2025, and ideally I win all my fights, and the future is bright.
Exactly. And how does the prize fighter tournament, how does that affect your contract situation? Because obviously you can fight twice in one night. Does they class that as just one fight, or do they class that as two?
I'm not even sure because I just when I got the opportunity, I didn't ask any questions. Of course, I'm gonna look for the answers
Yeah.
by the time comes, but right now it doesn't matter for me. I'm focused on just winning the fight. Sorry, one second. Sorry, I think I lost you. So right now I'm just focused on the fight itself. As soon as I got the call from Ian, the man who already also has a birthday today, so happy birthday to him. But as soon as I got the call from him, the day tomorrow I got the call. I went for a 5 minute, 5 round, 5-5 sparring, and I did really well. And I knew I was good to go, and I was in shape. And right now, it's not the money, it's not how much fights left in my contract. It's just the meaning of winning the prize fighter tournament and getting that title shot, and that's all that matters. Of course, after I win, I will be looking for what does it mean contract wise and stuff like that. But right now, I'm just focused on getting to the fight as ready as I can, and in the best shape of my life. And I didn't have any injuries after the Jamie Richardson fight, and even started training like in England already when I was on vacation because I just felt like it. So I feel really good, and I'm looking forward to flying to Scotland and just cutting weight again and embrace everything.
And when are you looking to come to Scotland to prepare for the event?
Yeah, so I'm flying next week, Wednesday. Yeah, so just I'm arriving pretty late, so just go to sleep and then have a good rest day and start cutting by the evening, and then cut one more time at the morning, and then make weight, and it's gonna be a fun ride.
And did you know you were that alternate to get in if someone dropped out? Or did they just call you and be like, we have Sean Clancy Jr. looking for the fight. Are you wanting to
Yeah,
come in?
so they when they first let me know there is somebody injured and might be a chance I'll be taking part of the prize fighter tournament. I didn't knew what fight or who. So I didn't ask any questions. I just said, I'm in, I'm ready, I'm the guy. And a day later, I think they let me know it's the guy from America who dropped, and I'll be fighting in the alternative or the
Yeah.
extra bout. But it doesn't matter to me. The fight itself against Sean is a big fight for me. I love coming to the enemy soil territory and just ruin the ruin the celebration. And I know it's gonna be a fully packed arena, and I'm looking forward to it as always. And Sean is a hell of a fighter. I'm looking to test myself against him. He's again young, talented. His future is bright, but his future can continue be bright after he faces me, because I'm not gonna lose to him. And he's young and he'll get over it. But I'm gonna test him. I'm gonna take him to deep waters. Uh, Probably take some shots, give some shots, see who's the last man standing, as I always do. As I said that when I spoke to you, my
Yeah.
fights, as opposed to Shirzad's fights, and again, I have nothing against the guy. Just he wrestled the tournament and made it safely. But for me, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna bring my both hands full power from the first second, from the first fight, even if I'm gonna have to fight one more time at this night. So for me, it doesn't matter, and I'm looking forward to it.
And how do you prepare for this tournament? Are you looking at all competitors, or are you just fully focused on Sean Clancy Jr. just now? And then if you do make it past him throughout the night, you will just be looking at the other ones.
Yeah. So of course, because I got a pretty short notice right now, I'm focusing on Sean, and that's my main goal, just winning this fight. And hopefully when somebody is not able to make it to the finals and I'll need to step in, it just like good old days, surprise fight. And I'm mostly focusing on being, making guys afraid of me and not overthinking about my opponents, and just be ready to whatever it comes. I know eventually they're gonna shoot on me, so I'm ready for that, and I'm sure Sean is gonna shoot as well, and I'm ready for that. And let them try me.
That sounds great. And I can't wait to see you in that prize fighter tournament. And hopefully you are able to go all the way. I'll just
Hopefully.
let you get going. Like last time, I'll give you the final word. Do you have anyone you're wanting to shout out?
Again, so just my whole nation keep standing strong, and we pray for our hostages to come back home. And thank you for your time. I again enjoyed it very much, and you're awesome, and I just love talking to you. And thank you for the stage, and I just knew we will be speaking, and I will get this shot, and I'm very very happy I got it eventually. And I'm just you'll be there, or
Yes, I'll be there.
sounds good. So I'll see you there.
Definitely. Thank you for coming on.